It's open! Goodwill is open! Yeah! What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of the Pickups. I don't know how this video is going to end. We only have a couple things, but I have some irons in the fire, as I say, on some Wheelots and some Legos and some 360 stuff. So we'll have to wait and see how that pans out. I do have a couple things I want to show you so I can get them listed on the eBays, cleaned and listed on the eBays. First thing, okay. So my son and I were in the game room here. We're talking about minifigures and just kind of messing around with the minifigures. And I was like, hey, this one's kind of rare, my Lego Max, right? So I was like, well, let's look up rare Lego minifigures. So we type it in, we scroll down. This person has a rare Lego minifigure for $20. It normally goes for about $60 for a minifigure. And it's best offer, so I offered them $15. They immediately accepted. I immediately paid. They immediately shipped it. And about 2 days later, it came in the mail. Now, here's where I got upset. This envelope is recycled. So it was ripped open, and then they just put tape over it, and then taped it shut and sent it. That was number one. Listen, if you're going to sell on eBay, it's called presentation packaging. You want your packaging to look as good as possible. You want to, add fluff packaging to, make the buyer go, oh yeah, they packaged it really well. They did their best. This is how this person packed my Lego minifigure. They literally threw it in a recycled bubble mailer and then threw it in the mail. I was livid. And I filmed opening that just to make sure that, that the Lego figure wasn't smashed, crushed, or anything. But for $15 plus $3.84 shipping, we got ourselves another Lego Max. This one was from the 2014 Kids Fest. It was only given away at that event. Like I said, it's about $50-$60. If you can find a sealed poly bag with this guy in it, you're looking at like $100 to $120 minifigure. I thought about selling it just to, make a little money on it, or posting it, on Bricklink or something, Facebook Marketplace. But I figure what I do is I'll keep it, and then if somebody wants to buy it, or if they want to trade for it, if there's a minifigure that's worth about the same, maybe we can work out a trade, or I'm looking for like Jedis and Sith and that kind of stuff. So yeah, we'll just leave it at that. And I was happy that it wasn't destroyed, and I was very lucky to get it for the price that I did. So I guess I can't complain too much. So one of the irons that I had in the fire this week, and I hate when people do this on like OfferUp and Marketplace. They'll post one picture with all the games and the consoles and stuff, and then it says like $80. And you're thinking, oh, okay, $80 for that whole thing? No problem. So then you read this huge description that they posted, and they were like, well, the console is $70 by itself. Each game is between $2 and $3 or more. And it's like, Then you scroll down a little bit further, and it's like, these are the games that have been sold. It's like, just take another picture. Group everything up again, take another picture, delete the one that's on there, add a new one, It just, I don't know. I would do like $2 games, and then I would list all the $2 games. $3 games, I would list all the $3 games, and so on and so forth. But anyway, I got these three items. She said $22. So we got all this stuff for $22. Obviously, I'm going to flip it and make a little money. But the first game is Ghostbusters, the video game. Thought I would give this a try before I sent it on its way. I've heard it's actually pretty good. It's complete, very good condition, but not super valuable. Maybe $10 to $15 if you're lucky on that one. So, yeah. Who says 360 Connect games aren't worth anything? Everybody. Even me. Except for Hip Hop Dance Experience. It will need to be resurfaced, and it's missing the manual. But $20 Connect game right here, because it's got Flo Rida, Drake, Lil Wayne, Busta Rhymes, Nelly, Q-Tip, Rihanna, Pharrell. Like, it's got all the big timers on there. So 20 bucks on that. Those two games will make our money back plus some, so I'm not worried about it. But the reason that I picked up the lot was because it came with a pink Xbox 360 controller. Especially right now, guys, if you can get your hands on some of these like specialty colors and specialty edition 360 controllers, do so, because they're going for a premium. The black ones and the white ones are still about 15 to 20 bucks, but these are getting in that 30, to $80 range, depending on which controller you have. They made so many of them, like Gears of War and Call of Duty, and pink and blue and all different kinds of colors. The C3PO one, Shad Juice just sold one of those for like 35 or 40 bucks. So keep your eye out for those. If you see them in lots, ask if you can just buy their controllers, man. But this was a good contact because they also said that they had a Wii. You just needed to confirm with another family member if it was okay to sell the Wii and the Wii games. So hopefully we will get first dibs on that. That's one of those irons, like I said, that I still have in the fire. But right now, that's what we have. I don't know. I guess fingers crossed, and we'll just see what happens. All right, guys, turning out to be a pretty interesting day. Goodwill is open, and I'm pretty sure I saw that there was a yard sale in here somewhere. It should be on the right, I believe. And oh yeah, right there. Okay, we got a garage sale. There we go. Boom. We are garage sailing. Okay. First garage sale of the season. And we will see, let's see. We got some tires and some trash cans. There's a mop bucket and an old guy and a cooler. So we might be interested in the old guy and the cooler. All right, so here's some of the quick pickups that we got from Goodwill. Everything was half off. So this was 50 cents. It's a picture frame. I got this from my sergeant. He has a young child who plays Little League, and he'll have a good time with that. Elvis 68 Comeback Special Edition on DVD. That was $2, so it was $1 for that. About 15, 17 bucks. This is a great find right here. Cocoon The Return, that was also $2, so we got that for $1. 25 to 28 bucks on Cocoon The Return. So if you ever see this, pick it up. Also, Cocoon 1 and Cocoon 2, there's like a dual DVD or 2-pack. That one's pretty valuable too. I found that one. Picked this up. This was 90 cents. It's a Lego store container from the Lego store for Pick-a-Brick. But I thought that was pretty cool. Just throw that in the Lego thing. And this is a pretty good score here. This was 99 cents, so it was 50 cents. Dungeon Keeper 2 for PC. This one is sealed. Now, interesting, somebody has one of these sealed and they're asking like 35 bucks. But unopened, or I'm sorry, open, it's only like a $9 game. So I'm going to put mine up for like probably 25 bucks with free shipping, and we'll see how that gets over. Also at Goodwill, this was $1.50 after, because everything was half off, like I said. 13 Dead End Drive. I just ordered one of these for Carol Ann and I paid like 24 or 25 bucks or whatever it was. So if this is complete, we'll sell it, and if not, then we'll part it out. This game comes with dice and cards and a bunch of parts and pieces, so we'll definitely part that out. It may take forever to sell, just the parts, but people are paying like $9 for the little traps and stuff, so pick this up. I needed one of these for the game room. $3 for a Philips Magnavox VCR. I haven't looked this up to see if this is like an expensive model or anything like that. I don't think it is, because it just has like the audio video in, and it's got coax, which is cool. But yeah, $3 on that. And then we went to the garage sale. I got these $2 a piece. These are manuals for certain types of vehicles. So like that one's a Ford Ranger pickup. That's pickups and Bronco from 87 to 96, yada yada yada. But these ones actually are pretty valuable, especially the ones that have like 1981 through 1988, and covers all the specs from all the different cars and stuff. Now these are obviously used, but the hardbacks right here look like they're going for about 20 bucks each, and I paid 30 bucks for everything at this garage sale. So if we could just sell these manuals, we'll be in great shape. And then the other ones are, like 12 to 20 bucks, on those. Got these Polaroid cameras for $2. He wanted $5 a piece. I told him, I said, I'm doing 10 on the manuals, and I'm doing 10 on this little guy right here. And I don't want to be into the Polaroids for $5 each, especially if they don't work. I gave him the hard sell, and he gave them to me for $2.50. So we got all these for $4. A couple Polaroids. I think they're one shots or one step, and then this one is a 660 autofocus, and then that is a Kodak 35mm easy load. And so yeah, we should probably do well on those. I'm gonna probably bundle those up. I'll bundle everything up for probably like $40 plus shipping, you know, somewhere in there. So yeah, sell the manuals, sell those will be good. And then this is interesting. This is sort of the pickup that I don't know about. Got it's like a ham radio or a CB radio. This is a Turner Plus 3 mic, and I looked just that mic up on eBay. There's a couple sellers asking like $100 for those, and then there's a couple that are auctions that are like up to $80. And then here's the Craig receiver. Let's see if I can get this up. All right, so there's the mic. We tried to plug it in at the garage, and I don't know if it was the outlets that weren't working or if this thing doesn't work. But if it doesn't work, that's okay. We'll get rid of it for parts. But we really just wanted the mic, and they weren't going to split it. So Craig model 4201. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's got wood grain on it like everything back in the 70s. So yeah, pretty cool there. All right, so we did have that Lego bundle come through. And you know in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles when he says, wise man once say, never pay full price for late pizza. Never pay full price for Legos when you're not there and you're not able to like inspect it or see what's going on in there. This guy had this posted. He said 2 boxes. He just had this box pictured. I said, how much does it weigh? He says, I don't know. And then he got back with me and he's like, well, I'm getting kicked out of my house. And he wanted $150 for the Legos. So basically he had this pictured, and then he didn't have that box even in the picture. So he's like, oh, I weighed it. This box weighs 21 pounds and that box weighs 8 pounds. Bullshit. And this is why you don't pay full price. So I got home and weighed it. It's less than 20 pounds. It's like 19.8 pounds in Legos. So I didn't pay $150 for that. No way in hell. I told him I'd give him 80. You know, if it was 20 pounds worth of Legos at $4 a pound, you know, $80. And I didn't even know what this box was. So you can already see by looking in there that there's like some Mega Block stuff that we'll have to sort out. We know that Lego didn't make Pokemon sets, so we know that that's not Lego. So we kind of took a chance on it at $80. You can see there's a car in there. What we got there? MMC. Hot Wheel car or something. But I asked him about minifigures and he said there was about 30. So we've got some Bionicle stuff. So you can see there's like Doc Ock that I've been trying to put together. So that one's pretty cool. What else we got in here? I saw, yeah, there's another Captain America. So there's some Star Wars stuff. So I was only able really to look through that box. And who knows what's in here. There might be some rare minis or something in there. But yeah, so I figure what I'll do is I will break this apart. I will sell, or I'll keep all the minifigure stuff, get rid of all the non-Lego stuff, and hopefully there's enough in there to do like $4 or $5 a pound and get my money back. So we did get some video game stuff at Goodwill. They were having, you know, they're reopening, so it's a sale. So no matter what color tag it is, it doesn't matter. If you spend $15 or more, you automatically get half off, which kind of tells me that there's probably a bunch of stuff in the back and they're trying to clear out room so all that stuff can come out. So the next couple weeks at Goodwill should be pretty interesting. It's Friday now. Carol Ann and I are going back on Sunday because they changed different tags, all kinds of stuff. But so we just picked up it, man. If it was a video game, we bought it. So for $3, we got Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare on the PS4. I don't know if it came with a manual or not. Not crazy expensive game. Probably get $8 plus shipping. So for that one, because I'm not going to keep it. Harry Potter Quidditch World Cup. We ended up getting that for $1. So yeah, definitely take that. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets for $1, and they were complete. Bada bing, bada boom. And then you know, Star Wars, Lego Star Wars, the video game. None of these games are world beaters. They're like, you know, $5 or $6 games. But Yeah, I don't know. For $1, I couldn't pass them up. I haven't been to Goodwill in months, so I was like a fiend running around in there. Stopped at a different Goodwill today. They were not running the half-off sale, but okay. We need to talk about this for a second. Everybody knows that NCAA College Football 14 is pretty expensive, you know, $120 to $170 depending on the day. But because that game is so expensive, College Football 13 has really risen in price. You know, I used to sell that game for, you know, 12 or 15 bucks, and now it's like a $30 game or so. The same thing is true with NCAA or 2K Sports College Hoops 2K7. 2K8 is expensive and uncommon, so it's raised the price on 2K7, which was just sitting at Goodwill, which is ridiculous. This game is selling for around $35 to $40, so there is your bolo for the episode. Take a look at some of these sports games, whatever ones are rare, then, you know, minus a year and start looking at prices on those. Or, you know, sports games that were the last sports game released on the console, because I'm going to flip the hell out of this game and hopefully it'll pay for like pretty much the whole day. Okay, so the last thing we got here, again, it was crazy. Half Price Books was open. I've been selling stuff for the last, you know, 4 months, and there's nowhere to spend my money, my hard-earned eBay money. So it's just been sitting in the bank. And I thought, you know what? You've been working really hard. You can spoil yourself with $26. And it just so happened that these two games equaled $26. A game I've kind of had my eye on for a while. This is Seven Samurai 20XX on the PlayStation 2. This is a really nice copy. If you're not familiar with this game, it's a little bit of Devil May Cry, a little bit of Dynasty Warriors, that type of thing, but the animation on it is really, really good. So this might be the next game that I play. And for $10, man, it was great. I have this on the original Xbox, which I'll probably sell. But now we have it on the PlayStation 2. It is Siren, and it was 16 bucks. So that's a little bit more than I want to pay, but for a game that I don't see a lot. And this game's pricing is all over the place too. Sometimes it's like 15 bucks, sometimes it's 25. Some people are asking like 40 for it. So I figure in the next year, 2 years, when PlayStation 2, you know, when you know, PlayStation 2 came out in like 2000, so those kids that were 10 are now 30. We're now hitting that like 30 to 35 year mark for PlayStation 2, you know, where those guys have disposable income and PlayStation 2 games go up in price, you know. So we've kind of seen that with Nintendo and Super Nintendo and now N64 and GameCube. But yeah, so we'll hold on to this and we'll see if it goes up or whatever. But for 16 bucks to get a survival horror game on the PlayStation 2, no brainer right there. Guys, that is going to do it. I have a lot of sorting and cleaning and listing to do, but I want to thank you guys so much for being here. What were some of the things that you've been picking up? Leave a comment down below. And guys, as always, take care of yourselves, and we will see you on the next one.